Oh, sorry. I don't know how loud this volume's gonna be, but I can't really. Let me see if I can fix it here. Got a cat on my lap, as you can see, so it makes it kind of hard to move or do much of anything. There, I got it up to 53. That should be loud enough. I'm gonna text Brooke. I'm texting you here, sweetie. Um, okay, that's not it. Let's see. Okay, I texted her. She should know by now what I mean when I say I'm live on Janelle, because that's just this is my Janelle Mabius stream. I don't know how long I'll be on here, Brooke, but I'll try to be on here for like round about an hour or two. I don't know, maybe three, but it depends on if I can, keep enough good content going. For first and foremost, I would like to update you as far as Krist. They did the surgery, everything went well. He's fine, he's in his room. He's still got a tube in his chest. I don't know why they're doing that, but um, apparently when they did the biopsy, it really messed him up in the sense that, well, there's no cancer, so that's good. They didn't find any cancer, but I'm sorry I'm so whitewashed because I have no way to darken the window behind me. So, I mean, I could try to set the pillows up, but I don't know if they're going to work very well. Um, uh, Let me see what I can do here. That's really not much better. Uh, but as you can see, I have Kalika on my lap, so I can't really move right now. But anyway, they're keeping Kristen until Monday now. So today's going to be very busy for me because I'm going to try to get some more of this living room done. And I would prefer to get it all done, but I have to be realistic. I don't know how plausible getting all of it done is. But even if I could get under the table cleaned up and then the stuff that's in front of my altar again. Um, Dad's dead, meaning Chris's father passed away on the 3rd at 11 in the morning. And he was in a hospice somewhere in Statesville, North Carolina, where he lived. But I doubt that, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to make it to the funeral or anything. They're, if they even have one, because he wanted to be cremated. So, and they're not, none of them are, you know, pooping $100 bills any more than we are. So they probably don't have the money to bury him. So cremate and divide his stuff up to the kids, and I just hope that we get at least some of his ashes. Or all, if nobody else wants them. Let's see what else is going on. I'm trying to think. I know this is a weird title, but not to me, because I just literally woke up. And I put krist is fine in the description part because I didn't really know what else to say, and I was trying to be quick about it because Kalika, wasn't on my lap at the weirdest times, the most difficult, the most impossible. When I'm trying to do something, she's got to be on my lap or in my face or whatever. I was hoping that we could have brunch together, you and I, because I'm literally going to go make me some waffles here in a little bit, and I know that it's probably like after 2 there with you, or thereabouts. Ooh. And this is really cool, actually. This is a tray that I'll have to take everything off of it so you can really see it. Here's my dugout. I don't know if you know what a dugout is. Here, let me put it up closer so you can see it. It's metal, and I've got it's dual chamber. Like one side, here I'll show you because you've probably never seen a dugout before. One side, there's this. This is loaded with my pagan mix, and then the other side is the pagan mix. So Maria got me that. She got me my dugout. I've been wanting one for a long time. Glad I finally have one. Let me turn this on here. Yes, it lights up. Is that cool or what? I mean, this thing is really, really nice. And you see this little wheel here? If I touch it, it changes the color. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's no black though, sadly. There's a yellow, but I don't know how well you'd see it on here. Like right now, this is, even though it probably looks green to you, it looked green to me. It's actually purple. So, but anyway, she got me this. She got herself one, and these things are not cheap. They're very expensive. Excuse me. Just checking to see if you're on yet, because I don't know if you'll get my message or not. I hope you do. But try not to leave the tray on very much, because when it's on, it gives off heat, and I don't need the roaches. I don't need to entice them to infest it to where it'll stop working. You can charge your phone on this thing. It comes with a charging cord that has there's a little compartment right in this area that you open up, and then the little charging cord's in there. So when this the light starts getting low, and it's like you can barely see it or whatever, then okay, obviously it needs charged. I'm just drinking milk because me, usually first thing when I wake up in the morning, I start sucking down pop, but I'm trying to change it up. I'm trying to drink healthier stuff. Um, and I know this is probably a weird thing to show on a live stream, but this is toilet bowl cleaner. It's antibacteria toilet cleaner. I'll probably be using this today on our toilet. Krist got this box of stuff called, the company's called Grove, Grove. And let me just give you an idea here. Some of what came in it. Okay, this is 2 little bottles, glass bottles. One is multi-purpose cleaner. The other is glass cleaner. So you take this little bottle, you dump it in a water, and they have 2 different sprayers that you can use, spray bottles. One of them, and they're literally marked multi-purpose and glass cleaner. This is a lavender scented hand sanitizer spray, and I love the sprays. This is lavender and let me see, rosemary and lavender soap. That's some of what came in it. Let me show you here. I got to go into the kitchen and get 2 of them because that's where they're sitting. Okay. All right. This one is, this one's the glass cleaner. This one's the multi-purpose cleaner. So you dump the little bottle in each one of these, the appropriate one, and then you fill it with water. It's all natural ingredients and stuff. And then you clean with it. And that's just some of what came. And I've been keeping these sitting on the stove in the kitchen because I didn't know where else to put them. I'm wearing my May the Luck Be With You Baby Yoda t-shirt, and I got my lucky shamrock pants on. I'm just getting these tea lights things out of here. So as you can tell by what I've already divulged, Brooke, that I'm not too happy with the fact that they have Chris, they're keeping him in there until Monday, because it started out on the 28th when he got the biopsy. It apparently did some pretty serious, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but apparently it did enough damage to his left lung, that they've still got the tube in his chest. They've still got him on suction. He's hooked up to all kinds of stuff. He's in the MedX section on the 11th floor, room 4, even though his room number is S1145. But I'm not going to say what hospital, because I don't want strangers going up there and trying to see him, not knowing what their intentions might be. And I might be overreaching or overreacting, but I don't think I am. You just don't know what people are going to do. You don't know who's going to view this live stream. I can't stop yawning. My hair's a mess. I haven't even so much as combed it. I just got up and The gabapentin's really knocked me out to the point that I could probably sleep another hour, but I'm trying to fight it. Trying to make myself get up now. I wanted to do some kind of a live stream for you because I haven't been able to. And like I said, my first goal is if I can at least do an hour to kind of get you updated on stuff. I'm going to get as much of this living room done this weekend as I possibly can. Not that Krist is going to notice when he comes home Monday, but so it started out that he was there on the 28th of February, got the biopsy done. The issues happened with his lungs, so they decided to keep him overnight. And then that overnight suddenly turned to 2 days, and now that 2 days has turned to 4. And I mean, it's ridiculous because he's literally, you might as well say he's been there a week already come Monday. Chris don't like hospitals. He don't like them any more than my mom does. He don't like being in them. He don't like sitting there and being able to do a whole lot of nothing. I mean, sure, he can get up and walk around, but within his room, he can't unhook himself and go to the bathroom. No, he's got to pee in one of those bottles. And then they come and they take it out of the room. They measure the amount that he was able to put in there. And I guess they're, probably checking like kidney function and stuff like that. Here comes Kalika again. Kalika, you need to lay down. And there where you're at right now is not a good place. Get over here and lay down. Kalika, you need to lay down. I'm not in the fucking mood for this. Will you goddamn lay down? Kalika, I'm really getting tired of this. Lay down. How am I dealing with the loss of Dad and Chris being in the hospital? I'm not doing very well. I'm not showing it outwardly very much, but inside I'm a mess. I only met his dad one time. Me and Alicia. And now I'm never going to see him again because he's dead. He's gone. And because I didn't know him that well, I mean, we mostly talked to him by phone more than we actually physically saw him. But he was miserable. He was having to be on that dialysis all the time, and I'm sure they did everything humanly possible to keep him alive, and just nothing was good enough. Nothing worked. I think it was just either it was his time or he wanted to go or a little of both. I hope that he's happy now. I hope that he's at peace. And I've already told his spirit and communed with his spirit and let his spirit know that he's welcome here anytime to kind of pop in, hang out, with the rest of the spirits that I have here. Let me try her other message thing because sometimes she don't get them. Because usually when I text her, she's on here like right away. What's this? $16.81 available after $5 monthly fee. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Go away. me go back, because this one obviously is not working. So let's do this one. And if this one don't work, then I can always, let's go with this one. Um, okay, that's that one. That's the second one. There's actually three. If she doesn't answer with this one, and I've only been on here like 21 minutes. If she doesn't answer with this one, my last ditch effort would be going to Signal and doing it there. You would not have any idea the weird position that Kalika's laying in right now. She's got this front paw stretched out. This paw is like this. She's not even laying right. I don't know how she's comfortable the way she is laying. But I know sometimes, Brooke doesn't, she doesn't get the messages. I really don't want to call her because there's too many numbers to call her on, and I don't know which one would be the most, the one that would be the easiest to use. And I doubt very seriously that Holly will pop on because she might not even be up yet. I don't know what's going on with her and her team. I haven't seen any of their recent live streams or anything because I've just been busy with too much other stuff, and I just can't give the time right now. But because I haven't been able to do a live stream in a while, I decided today was going to be the day. And sometime, probably early afternoon between 12 and 3 or 12 and 4 or something like that. Or actually, I'm going to have to wait. I think I decided to wait until Maria gets off work and gets home from work. Then her and I are going to go up and see Chris together because they're allowing, I think, at least 2 people in for visitation now. And there is 2 chairs in the room. And I will sit in the recliner closest to Chris, and Maria can sit in the other one that's on the other side of the bed up against the wall. Visit with him a couple hours, come home, and probably get some kind of lunch, whether it's there at the bistro or when we come home here. But if we do it at the bistro, I'm sure Maria won't have a problem paying for her lunch and mine. She's the one with all the money right now. My head's itching, probably the dandruff. I need to get me some hydrating shampoo, but I'm a little concerned because every time I brush my hair, it seems to me like I'm taking big gobs of hair out, just a few strokes through my hair, and the brush is full. And I'm like, Jiminy Christmas. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's kind of weird. It's like, I hope the heck my hair's not falling out. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's steadying anywhere. I mean, the roots you can see are white, or gray or whatever, and I still haven't gotten my blue in my hair. I still have it, but I haven't put it in my hair yet. because in order to do that, I would prefer to wear a t-shirt that I can willingly sacrifice that most likely is going to get covered with the hair dye one way or another. Rather, it's already in my hair and, my hair is pretty much dry. But then, the splat kits are designed that you only get 30 washes out of the coloring of a splat kit, and then the color starts fading. It starts showing up here. See, you can see the gray on my side burns. Yes, please get down. But I'm enjoying the time to myself. I really truly am, because this is the first time I've had a week kind of sort of to myself, whereas Krist is not here and it's my apartment again. Just me. And but not under these circumstances. Because these are like the saddest circumstances for me to finally get my much needed break, but that it's not truly a break, because I try to go up there and visit him a decent amount of time. That's just this is the bag that comes with the tray. Isn't that cool? It's it looks like it's velvet, but you can literally put the tray in it, and it was sitting on the pillow, so it kind of fell down, and I still don't have that pillow up there right. Trying to let's see, I don't know if turning on the light would help at all. Sometimes it does, or sometimes it makes it worse, so I'm not sure which one it's doing, and I'm sorry if it's seems to be whitewashing me out even more. So back to today, visit with Chris for a couple of hours, come home, tear into this living room, do some lunch either here or do it at the bistro, in which case, I'm sure Maria will like the bistro because there's a lot of variety of things you can get. Like the other day, I had spaghetti and potatoes, and I got me a salad, and I got me an orange, and I got me a banana, but they wouldn't let Krist have anything to eat or drink during some of the procedures that happened, and he was getting very upset. Couldn't have his coffee. He's probably not been able to smoke since he's been in there, because they have a tube in his chest. It's not like he can walk outside and smoke. Okay, she's not answering on that one. She might be busy. I'll try one more time on Signal. If I don't get her there, then I'm not going to worry about it. She'll, I'll just try to get her a message later and say, hey, sweetie, I did a new live stream. Check it out when you get a chance. Because I guess her business is really taking off now, and her candle making stuff, it seems to be doing good. So I'm happy, I'm glad. Because then that's, making some extra money for her. And then there's that. Damn, I'm sneezing. Okay, that's the last one. That's I messaged her on Signal. Sorry, but I'm having my nose is itching. I'm freaking sneezing. I don't have any more allergy pills. Sometimes when I blow my nose, that will help. But other times it doesn't. Um, so let's see what else is going on. Uh, can't even freaking think straight right now. Um, while I'm thinking of other stuff to put on here as, hopefully decent content or what have you, I'm gonna go get my waffles started because I'm I'm so messed up with everything that seems to be hitting me all at once that I'm just I'm just trying to keep it together. I'm trying not to break down. I'm trying to be strong, but that's easier said than done. Um, there's some scary stuff going on with Chris. They're keeping him until Monday. And I'm trying to make the most of the time, while I can, while Chris is not here. Not that it would matter much if he was here. I could still start cleaning the living room, but I prefer him not to be here because then, like I said, it feels like my apartment again, like it was before I let him move in 15 years ago. And not by any means saying that I'm going to break up with him, because that's not what I'm saying. It's just I want my apartment back, and I can't really have it except under circumstances like this where he's gone for a week and I'm here at the house. I've been keeping the food dishes filled for the cats. I try to give them fresh water at least once a day because I had to unplug their water dish because it was making a weird noise one night. Me and Kalika were sitting here, and I don't know if that's because the roaches were doing something. Hey, how you doing? Well, now they're saying they're keeping him until Monday. I don't know why. They still have the tube in his chest, but other than that, he seems to be fine. Because when I left him last night, he was fine. So, it's just I don't know why they're keeping him so long. He could probably explain it better than me, but yeah, because they're yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, I mean, he's still okay. It's just, I don't know like how many times they come in and, see him throughout the day or anything because I'm home right now. I haven't I will be going to visit probably. I'm gonna try like early afternoon sometime. Um yeah. Hopefully, right? Okay. Okay. All right, because then at least I'll be there. Yeah, at least I'll be there too. So you can always call me on either phone. Call us. I'm not awake yet, Mom. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just woke up like a handful of minutes ago. About a little bit. No, no, it's okay. I'm awake. It's just that groggy that you're that you're trying to get through when you right. Then you're a little bit better. So, okay. So hopefully we'll talk to you then when I'm actually up there and stuff. All right. I love you. But that was Chris's mom. I call her mom because she is kind of, she's my mom in the sense that even though me and Chris are not legally married, I always call her mom, and I still consider her my mom. Stepmother, but mom or mother-in-law rather. But because me and Chris can't legally marry, we're he said something about if we win. I'm trying to be optimistic here. When we get the house, um, he wants us to at least be hand fasted, which I think is really really sweet, and I really I'm hoping that he'll be okay with because this Grove thing, me doing it, because he's saying that he's probably going to cancel it. He's afraid that they're not going to give us the stuff that we actually order. You get a box each month that has basically all natural, like cleaning supplies in it and stuff like that. And here in a little bit, just for interesting content, I will show you some more of, or the rest of what came in the box. And it's a good size box. But right now I'm going to go fix my waffles and fill my bottle here up with milk again, so I can have milk with my waffles instead of sucking down pop right away like I normally do. Gotta get the fish guts out of here. Hopefully I'll get that done sometime today before I go up there. Sorry, Bella. I don't think it's a good idea to be giving you any more milk right now, buddy. I know you want some, but you're going to have to wait a little bit. Maybe Mommy will give you some later. And we'll do this the way I did it before. Because how else can I do it? Yeah, buddy. Um, this one. That's enough butter. Don't worry, I'm okay, Brooke. I don't know if you heard me say ow or not, but I just hurt myself. Okay, let's not pick that up that way. This way. Sorry it's taking me so long, but first I have to melt the butter, then I have to cook the waffles, then I have to, pour the butter on, pour the syrup on them. Get a plate out, put them on. A fork. Cut them with. I don't know how well you can hear me this far away, but everything I'm saying I'll repeat. All right. Got the waffles cooking. And I'm just waiting for them to get done. And I'm hoping that I'll have a little bit more energy once I get my waffles down me, and I'll take my medicine. Whoa, son of a bitch. Well, that's just great. I just lost a bunch of fucking toothpicks. But anyway, I'm getting the sticky off my hands. Well, since I'm waiting on that. This is the size box that I had to retrieve from UPS yesterday. This is not a little box. It's decent size. This is a bottle of eco-friendly hand soap. Get a couple of sponges here. Say Grove Company Walnut and Cellulose Scrubber Sponge. So these are scrubber sponges. Tree-free compostable kitchen wipes. A booklet that tells a little bit about the company. These are European dishcloths. So I thought you would find that interesting, Brooke. They're very difficult to describe. They're not the consistency of a wash rag. It's more like a decorative paper towel, really, is kind of what it feels like to me. But if Krist is going to cancel this, well, he has the right to do so, I suppose. But me, on the other hand, I really am going to try and make it work. Maybe go to their website myself and sign up. Okay, there's a phone number here, and there's a text, and there's a Gmail. grove.com/contact. And so I can call one of those numbers maybe and talk to them. But And, if Chris cancels his, then I might decide to take it on because Chris doesn't know everything that came in the box. So he thinks that they, didn't send us the stuff that he ordered, but they did. They did. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to get this back in its little envelope here. And my waffles should be done here any minute. Okay. Well, this is tree-free paper that, is this the toilet paper? Yeah, this is tree-free toilet paper. And tree-free paper towels. The soap came in this, the hand soap, so they actually sent us the bottle that the hand soap is to go in. So yeah, I think it's worth, giving it a go, because you're getting, like I said, you're getting eco-friendly products. So why not? And I gotta go get my waffles. Oh no. I did not want them that dark. Damn it. Well, that's just great. My waffles got a little too crunchy and dark, so they're not going to taste very good to me because I did not want them this dark. I thought I had set the timer on the right amount of time to where they wouldn't get this dark, but they would still be cooked. So I'm basically eating burnt waffles. And I guess, Brooke, honey, you're too busy to answer, so that's okay. Welcome to Janelle's brunching hour. Oh, what fun. Watch me sit here and feed my face. And Boo's patiently waiting on the floor several feet away from me. He's waiting to lick my plate because it'll have syrup on it. Because he loves the syrup. But then so does Bella. Yesterday the weather was so nice. I was actually driving around with my AC on in the car. Oh. Yeah. There you go. Just made his day. I slid my plate over to Boo on the floor. But I have been trying to make sure and listen to my weight loss thing once a day, every day. Weight loss subliminal message. That I listen to. My Nariva. It's given me the strength within myself to curb my appetite, eat and drink more healthy, because even though you do have to worry about the milk fat in milk, because this is vitamin D, okay, he's done. I'm gonna go put this plate in the sink. You want any? Okay. So, oh, there you are. Oh, I'm glad you made it, sweetie. I figured you were, busy with your business and everything. Sorry that I couldn't change the 60 seconds down to 3 minutes or 3 seconds or whatever in between answers, but Kalika was on my lap. She had just jumped up on my lap. So there was no way for me to get to the computer to do that while I could have. But just to give you a recap, sweetie, Krist is okay. I saw him the other day. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. But I will. Dad, as in Krist, he's fine. But Chris's dad did pass away. Chris's dad passed away on the 3rd at 11 o'clock in the morning. His mother called him and told him, and then he, of course, in turn told me. So, and I only met his dad once. It's really sad. But Krist, they're keeping until Monday now. And I do not know this number, so I'm not going to answer it. I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't you trying to call. But just to, give you a recap, like I said, Chris's dad is dead. Yeah. We can't go down there or anything, obviously. Chris is still stuck in the hospital. Now they're saying that they're keeping him until Monday, like I said, and that's the good and bad of that is at least I have my apartment back and have it to myself again, but not under these circumstances would I want something like this. And I didn't see Chris yesterday. I asked him, I said, I need a day off because, it's bad enough that they're keeping him in there as long as they have. And we lost his dad too. I haven't even been able to call my mom and tell her. I haven't been able to call Steffi and tell her. I've just been too out of it and trying to, keep my shit together so I don't break down at the worst possible time. But it's kind of one of those things. It's out of our control. I can't just call over there and say, you let him go right now because I say so. It don't work that way. If it was that easy, I'm sure there's a lot of other people that would do the same. The place is huge. The hospital that he's at, the place is huge. If you don't know where you're going and how to get there, you get so lost so easy. They do have maps, and I did have one, but I think it got thrown away. But when you go back later and watch this live stream from the beginning, excuse me, I just had waffles. So I was like, I wish we could have had brunch together, you and I, but I say brunch because I know it's in the afternoon there where you're at. Because it's only like 5 after 11 here. I've been up maybe an hour. Um, Chris's mom just called me to get an update of what was going on, and making sure that Chris is still okay, and he is. Other than he wants to come home, he's missing the cats. They won't let him shower. I mean, because he's got the tube in his chest, so that's out. I don't I don't like a lot of what they're doing and what's going on, but it's out of my control. I can't do anything to change it, stop it, demand they let him come home today like he was supposed to. Now they're saying they're keeping him until Monday, and I'm like, okay, so what's it going to be Monday? Is Chris going to tell me, oh, they're going to keep me till Wednesday now, and then Wednesday gets here, oh, they're going to keep me till Friday? It's like, I'd like to have my husband back if you don't mind. I mean, seriously, folks, you're the ones that did the biopsy. He already told you before the biopsy that he had lung collapse issues, and he wanted to go through with it anyway. And on a good note, at least they did not find cancer. I don't know what the black spots are on his lungs, but it's not cancer. They officially did say that, which is good, but the fact that they're keeping him there longer is not, because I know that he wants to get out of there. He can't, like I said, he can't take a shower. I just took him a clean pair of boxers, the other day. Yesterday, I pretty much spent the entire day playing my Sims 3 game just to keep my emotions in check. You know what I mean? And give myself something a little happier to focus on that gives me great joy, to play. And it's a creative outlet for me, because I can build all these gorgeous houses. And then once I figure out how to move my Sims into them, then that would just be great. I think it would be awesome. But there's still a lot that I don't know about the game. This is just milk. That I'm just kind of winging it, because I know that I can never probably ask Chris for any help, because it's nothing he's going to have an interest in. Any more than me trying to do one of his one-person shooter games and get myself blown away within the first 5 minutes or less, because I don't know what I'm doing. Sims 3, I know what I'm doing. I take great joy in making these gorgeous houses, but yes, it would be much happier for me if I can figure out, once I make a house, how to get my Sims moved into it, which is easier said than done, because one of the houses I did fairly recently, but it was in another world on the Sims 3 thing. It was in the Moonlight Falls, I think, is where I did it. So I'm going to try to do it in the one I'm in now, which is Sunset Valley, because at least Sunset Valley, they have Varg's Tavern and they have Alistair's right next to each other. And that's what I like about that. I don't think they have the Velvet Lounge, which is the Vampire Lounge. So I'm going to try to get that into the game, sometime here soon. But I just literally turned a 2-bedroom into a 5-bedroom. Yeah, I have that kind of skills. But I've been playing it a long time too. I've been playing it since probably I want to say 2006, 2007. I don't know. I've lost track. But I was playing Sims 3 when me and Chris got together. So, we're talking 15 years ago. But and I had the cleaning products on earlier. You'll see when you go back and watch the live stream from the beginning later. This company called Grove, okay? I'll show you one of the bottles here again, just to give you an idea. This is a little tiny bottle that had a multi-purpose cleaner in it, but you add water. This one is orange and rosemary. And then there's another one for, glass cleaner. So you dump this into the spray bottles that they give you, which they have each spray bottle labeled too. So you know which one of these goes in which spray bottle. They send a bunch of stuff. The company's called Grove, Grove. And like I said, when you go back to the beginning, you'll see it again. But this is a hand sanitizer, lavender scented spray on, which I love the spray on kind. I absolutely love it. I haven't tried it yet to see what it see what it smells like. Here, let me give this a test here. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a nice one. They did this one nice. And there's somebody pounding on the door. I don't know why. But anyway, so this Grove company is, they're eco-friendly. They're trying to get rid of plastic use altogether. Here's the spray bottles. This one is the multi-purpose cleaner. And this one is the glass cleaner. I've got a whole thing of toilet bowl cleaner here, and I'm going to use that today to give it a test drive, basically. Okay, somebody is pounding on the bloody door, and I don't know why. But whoever it is, I'm not answering it. Why should I? It's not like it's somebody to see me, very likely. But it came with a couple sponges, scrubber sponges. It came with a couple of European dish rags that I tried to explain in the live stream earlier. So I hope you understand what I'm saying when you see it, because these are not like, okay, like you see how loose this wash rag is, it's like, right? Well, these things are designed to be super absorbent, but they're the consistency of like a really thick paper towel is the best way to describe it. Here's some soap that came with it as well. Now this is handcrafted soap, rosemary and lavender, and it smells really good. I've already smelled it. I haven't tried it yet, but krist, it's one of those. It's one of those companies that when you sign up for it, okay, you get a box every month, and you can cater the box. You can put certain things in it that you want, and then tell them stuff that you really don't want. Like we've got paper towels, we've got toilet paper in this batch, we got the glass cleaner, we got the multi-purpose cleaner. Boy, they are really pounding on the bloody door. Jiminy Christmas. I'm not going to go answer it because I don't want somebody, in my face and getting pissy with me. Anyway, because, if they're pounding on the door, then they obviously don't have keys to get in. And why would I go let them in? Because I don't even know who the heck it is. And I don't want to go down there to an angry person. Why the fuck did you take so long to answer the door? It's like, excuse me. Who are you? What do you want? Why are you pounding on the door to the building that I live in? Okay, this is a two-way street here. Okay, somebody answered the door. Thank you, goddess, because I did not want to deal with that person. Apparently, they were looking for Harold, and Harold is no longer at this building. He's moved to a different location on the West Side Bottoms on Ridge Street that I know where it is. I know what building it is. And there's other blind people there, I guess, that, he works with. No, I don't know. I don't think it's a parcel because there's no UPS truck or any delivery truck outside. I think this was just somebody that knew Harold, and they were just pounding on the door for somebody to let them in. But I'm sorry, I'm not the one that's going to be going downstairs and possibly letting somebody in that has no right to be here. But when you go back and watch the live stream later, you'll see the other pieces, because I literally showed all the pieces. I showed the box of toilet paper that came with this batch, and I showed the box of paper towels. But because you get a box every month, it is a subscription type thing. So as long as you keep making your payments every month, then you'll get another box, and so on. But I guess he just wanted to see what it was about, see what it was like, see if it's worth having. I've already used the glass cleaner on the microwave, and I think it did pretty good. I used it for the inside and the outside. I used the multi-purpose cleaner, and I think the glass. But then, I took a wash rag later and wiped it out, because you don't want that kind of stuff in your food. So, I'm being careful there. I keep a bowl of lemon and lemon juice and vinegar, because the roaches don't like it. They don't like the smell of it. You put some in a bowl, you put it in the microwave, set the microwave for like 5 minutes, and it permeates the whole inside of the microwave, including the electronic parts that, that's where the roaches like to hang out. So I've been doing it a lot more often than Chris probably would even think about. And behind me, this pillow that I'm sitting up against is another smush pillow that Maria bought for me and herself. One day we went to a different Target location, and she was with me and Chris. We was out. It was a running day. We was out running errands and stuff. So we decided to go to that Target because it was close by. So we went to that Target, and they only had 2 of these pillows left. And they look the exact same. I can pull it out here so you can see it. Isn't he cute? My kitty cat, he's squish pillow. See, squish pillow. So I try to keep him fluffed up and poofy. So when my back is sitting up against it, it's actually comfortable, and it don't hurt it helps my back. It keeps me sitting straighter than I would normally be able to do. And this is interesting. You might actually like this. It's white chocolate peppermint tea. Now, this didn't come in the batch of stuff today. This is something that my friend Christy gave me next door, that this stuff is the shit. Man, it's really, really good. I really like it. She had some there. She had it open. So me and Maria both tried some. We both loved it. Christy she got this from Amazon. So if you want to try Celestial Seasonings, white tea, contains caffeine, white chocolate peppermint, do it through Amazon, through their grocery app that they have. Which I have to keep these covered up when Maria's here, because I don't want her, expecting me to give her one of my boxes of white chocolate peppermint. It's like, she can order her own. And I mean, not that I don't want to share with her, but knowing her, she would kind of make me feel like, yeah, it's good. It's really good. I like the taste of it. But I've already told Chris, as far as visiting him today, that I'm gonna wait until Maria gets home from work. And by the way, I said that I would show my Gothic ring. I don't know if I can get close enough for you to really be able to see it, but I'll try. Okay. There, I don't know how well you can see it. Probably not very good, but it's got a heart in the top, a heart in the bottom. The stones they could be considered ruby or garnet. It's got 2 skulls on the side that are really small. They've got jeweled eyes, and it's a size 13. So it fits loose on my ring finger, and I can wear it on my other fingers, but not all the way down. My ring finger is the only one that I can fit it, because 13 was the largest size they had. And it was only like $10 and something. And that was with tax. So I finally got my Gothic ring. Yay! But yeah, it's been, it's been busy, crazy. The last time I was over at my mom's was, oh gosh, I know it's been at least several days ago, probably about a week ago. I mean, because when Chris first went in on the 28th, I don't remember exactly what day it was, but it was sometime after he had gone in because the 28th they was supposed to do the biopsy. They was going to keep him overnight, and then they was going to release him. Well, that didn't happen. The overnight has now turned into, you might as well say, a whole week. And I know it's already taken its toll on Krist. He doesn't like hospitals. He likes it even less that he's stuck there, that he can't just, put his clothes on and check himself out of the hospital, because I don't think they're going to allow that. But because of the biopsy and what happened, I kind of blame them. But at the same token, Krist, he wanted to get it done. So, who am I to tell him, don't do it? Yeah. And I don't know if Michael knows yet. But if you talk to him before I do, could you please let him know about Chris's dad, and let him know that Chris's dad's gone and everything. And when he died, like I said, he died on the 3rd at 11 in the morning. Which I still can't believe it's only been 2 days ago. I think, what is today? I've even lost track of what day it is. Saturday, March 5th. So 4 or 5. Yeah, he's only been really, truly gone. Oh, you have already? Okay. But it's just, it's really, it is sad because I only got to meet the guy once. We had lunch together. Me, him, Krist, and Alicia. And that was the only time that me and Alicia got to meet Chris's dad. But, he was in poor health. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, see, I wasn't sure, hon. I wasn't sure if he was able to get a hold of you or not, because I know that, here sometimes you do get busy. And, I hope that your business is still going, really good for you and everything. But, I'm trying to make this weekend as productive as I can. And, if I could get even some more of this living room done, that would be something. But I've got all these cool cleaners now, and I'm anxious to use them. I'm going to be using the toilet bowl cleaner here in a little bit. I'm going to be using the glass cleaner for glass. I'm going to use it for my screen here. And it's all natural stuff, and I really like it. And I hate like crazy that Krist is going to cancel it, because it's like, Krist, you can't really judge how good. I'm glad your business is going well, honey. Krist, it's like, to me, to give it a really, really good try, I would do it for at least 3 months, and see one thing. Yeah, it's just my pagan mix. This is, it's not cigarette. It looks like one. When you watch the live stream from the beginning, I explain it, but I'll do it again just so you don't, get the wrong idea. This is not it's metal. This is a dugout. It's called a dugout. That's how we know it. It's dual chambered. Okay, it's got 2 chambers in it. You got to lift up and twist the top to open it. This side is what the little metal cigarette looking thing goes in. This side is what you put your herbs in that you're smoking, or your cloves, or your pagan mix, or whatever. And then you just take this little guy, and it's got little tines. I don't know if you can see them, but it's got little, see them? It's like little almost teeth. And then you stick it down in the side that the herbs are in, and you just kind of grind it down. I usually do it 3 times. Get it nice and full, and you can hit it, you can hit it several times, at least I can. This is only supposed to be a one-hitter, girlfriend, but I can hit it several times before this one's done, and I'm like, woohoo! Okay, then. But some of them, this part is painted to look the same color as a cigarette butt. Literally, they paint it on. But it's a cool purple one. Maria got herself a black one just like it. And she's like, but I don't have anything to put in it. I'm like, here, have some of my pagan mix. She's like, okay. Because it gives her a chance to try it, to see if it helps with her pain at all, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really nice. And, the thing, it's all metal, like I said. I mean, yeah, it's not teeny tiny, but it's not huge, big, like the size of a boom box either. So you can carry it pretty easy, in a pants pocket, or if you can set it up stationary enough in your purse, because you don't want it to fall over, because then it could get dislodged. The chamber could come open, and you could either lose this or lose some of your herbs that you're smoking or whatever. Excuse me. But yeah, it's and the tray here, I just so you don't have to worry. You can kind of see it now. This is a really nice tray, and I've got a few things in it, but this puppy lights up. Check it out. If I can get it turned on. Here we go. See it? It actually lights up. Now, nice thing about this is there's a color wheel right here. And if I touch whatever color on this wheel, then that's what color this will turn. It's really cool. Like right now, it's kind of like a purple color, probably the closest to a purple. There's like some blue, there's some pink, there's some red, yellow, and green. So, I've just kind of been playing around with it, different colors and whatnot. This is the little storage container that you open up on the corner, and there's your charging cord. So it's got its own little charging cord pocket. But you got a place back here. There's a phone jack. You can plug your phone in, charge your phone on this as long as this is on. And then it's got this small hole, and I think that's where the charging thing goes at one end of it, and then the other you put it in a USB adapter thing, and that's how you plug it in and change it, or charge it rather. But yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it is. Maria got me one, and she got herself one. Now, something like this, with as nice as it is, these things were $100 a piece. So she put down, paid over $200 for both of these, and then she got the dugouts for her and I both. And this the inner tray comes out. You can literally lift it out. But I've got so much weight in here, I really can't get a hold of it. But you can take the inner tray out if you like, which gives you a little bit bigger of a surface area. Not much, though. It's about the same size, but the tray is clear. It says raw across it in big red letters. The letters are like this big. And, so I took her to the when we were out one day, and it was a payday. Maria was with us, and we went to the water beds. Oh, there's somebody else on. Hello, somebody, whoever you are. But yeah, I can't believe she spent as much as she did on not only one of them, but two, and it was the last two they had like that. So I was like, okay, is somebody up there trying to tell me something? But I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad for the gift. It's a really nice tray, and I've been using it, trying not to overload it. Like right now, I've got my phone in it, I've got my dugout in it, I got my little aquamarine stone. But hi, Holly, if that's you, hun. I was just thinking about you a few minutes ago. But anyway, yeah, you can literally, it looks like a cigarette. This thing looks like a cigarette, but it's not. It's metal, and it has the little tines in the top, so you can, grind in your dugout. You can grind your smokables in it. You can do tobacco too. A lot of people use them for tobacco, just plain cigarette, stuff, and without having to roll it and all that kind of thing, because rolling stuff sometimes can be a pain in the butt. I know. That's why I got pre-rolled little papers that I've shown you before that had the cigarette butt on one end, and then it has the paper on the other, so you can literally fill that thing up, but it takes a lot to fill it up. So hello, mystery person. Holly, I don't know if that's you or not, but whoever it is, you're not showing on the screen yet, and I'm not sure why. But it could be a public person too. It could be somebody that's, just curious to what this live stream's about. I don't know. It's all good as long as they're friendly and they don't, start getting mean and saying mean stuff, then I'm okay with it. One thing about this, though, that you have to be careful is you do get ash. Like sometimes when you hit this thing, you'll literally suck accidentally. Some of it will go down your throat and it's like, bleh! It's like, it's horrible. Um, because it's burnt herbs and it's like, ew, who wants to be ingesting burnt herbs? But anyway, let's see. Got some more incense. I just grabbed like a handful of ones that I thought was smelled really nice. I did get me some fairy dust. That's one that I wish I would have been able to get for you so you could have tried it. This one that I'm lighting now, I don't think it's a fairy dust, but I don't remember the name of this particular one that I'm lighting because I only got like 3 different kinds. Make sure this thing's lit really good. Because the oils on these, some of these are a lot stronger, so you have to hold the flame on it longer to get it to start and to catch and different things. So yeah, back to the Grove stuff. I don't know how much it's going to cost, and I doubt very seriously that Chris would be willing to keep it if I made the payments on it every month. I don't know what the payments are. Ooh, I think this is a patchouli. Yeah, this is a patchouli one. So I like this one for you, Chris. Hope you're doing well there in the hospital still. And I know you're anxious to come home. I'm certainly anxious for you to come home too. I'm sure the cats are, they're okay because mommy's here. So they're not here totally alone. I've been keeping their box cleaned out every day. I've been trying to clean it several times a day because you got 4 cats using it. So you have to keep it clean. Bella, a lot of times when he does his number 2s, they end up on the floor. And it's like, oh boy. And his latest one ended up on the floor. So I got to clean that up yet and clean out the box again. I've been trying to, I haven't done the full change out yet, but Maria, bless her, she gave me a brand new cat box that's never been used. She bought it from Chewy. Bless her. She's trying so hard. My dear sister, she's trying so hard and I love her for it. That she's trying to find a cat box big enough for Bella to use. And I'll show it to you here. It looks like it's a decent size, and I'm not saying it isn't. See, this is definitely, I would say this is definitely a jumbo, wouldn't you? I mean, Bella could probably lay down in that easily. But it's roughly, we've measured it, like literally had it sitting right next to the original, the cat box that's in there right now. And it's a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, but it's closer to, it's not as much as we need, but I still appreciate that she tried. And now for some reason it's saying that none of you are on here. I hate when it does that because it freaks me out because it makes me think, oh my God, did it chuck you off? I hope it didn't. But I've been on here like an hour and 29 minutes. So how are things with you? I mean, I've been babbling on about stuff on this end. How are things with you and the boys? Give you a chance to talk a little bit now because like I said, I'm keeping it together. But, there's been a few times when I actually teared up thinking about Chris's dad because it's such a shame, that I'm glad that me and Alicia at least got to meet him that one time, because now that's all that we have. And I hope that they will give us at least some of his ashes or give us all of his ashes if nobody else in the family wants it. If none of the other kids want their dad's ashes, I would like to get some, just to have him here with us because we can't travel down there. So somebody would have to literally mail the urn to us. And I know they have little ones that are like round about this big, about an inch tall or so, because Maria showed me one that she's been keeping for one of her grandkids or something, I think. And she's waiting for him to get a certain age and then she'll give it to him because the mother of this kid wanted, said, give it to me. And then Maria said, no, she said, I'll just wait until he's a certain age and then I'll give it to him myself. So back to Chris for a minute. He knows that I'm going to try to come up early afternoon. But I said, I hope you don't mind waiting until, Maria gets off work because, she wants to come up and see you too. And I know once I take her to the gift shop, yeah, I can relate. But, the gift shop has got a bunch of collectibles, let's just say, that is right up Maria's alley that she would absolutely love. And you know what hospital he's in. I'm sure he's told you, but I'm not going to divulge it here because I said what his room number was and what floor he's on and all that earlier in the live stream. So for when, like, if a stranger pops on, especially this mystery person, it's like they'll pop on, but their name don't show up. So I don't know why. It's like, okay, maybe they're just curious. They just wanted to see what this one's about, or whatever. But then they don't speak. They don't say anything. So in a way, it's kind of rude. It's like, I don't understand why somebody would get on my live stream, but not let me know who was on. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. It can have a little bit of a creep factor, but yeah. Okay. You and the boys are fine. It's super busy. Yep. It's busy here too. Believe you me. So it's, I'm glad that your business is doing good, though. I really am. I'm glad, because at least that's some happy, that we can think about and be grateful for. And as far as Chris, he's still alive. He seems to be doing okay. He seems to be himself. So, let's just hope and pray that there's no more complications and he actually does get to finally come home Monday, because he hasn't been able to take his cholesterol shots either this entire time. And I don't know if they have been giving him cholesterol meds or anything, but I just hope that he's going to be okay, because if he starts having a reaction from not doing his cholesterol shot, I don't need more stress on top of what I'm already feeling. A lot of it, yes, as you know, is emotional, because everything just exploding like it has. And, we lose Chris's dad. Chris is stuck in the hospital. I haven't been able to call. I haven't called Mom yet or Stephanie to let them know. I mean, I've talked to Stephanie a time or two, like back a few days ago when Chris was in the hospital, and they said, well, he can go home Saturday. Well, here we are. It's Saturday and he's still not allowed to go home until Monday. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's just how messed up this whole thing's got me. But on a positive note, I have been getting a lot done. I have been making my focus. I'm clearing my throat because of the phlegm, because milk produces phlegm. So that's why I'm clearing my throat a lot. So, I can actually talk and you can hear my voice. I'm sorry that I'm still whitewashed, but I don't have anything dark enough and big enough to put up behind me that could block out the light. I could try the cat box, but I don't want to get clubbed in the head with it. I mean, yeah, it's empty and it's lightweight. It probably wouldn't hurt much, but it would be like, ow, and I mean, we'd probably like roll on the floor laughing over it. But I wish I could, get some kind of business going on this end. I really do, where I could start making some money that I can just do right here from home, that don't cost me an arm and a leg just to even sign up for it or any crap like that. It's very upsetting to me because I need something to do. And certainly with all this coming down around my shoulders, just this is some of the drawbacks, the not so fun parts of being a Phoenix, because you have explosive highs and explosive lows. So when the explosive highs are going on, it's this happy and that happy and this happy and that happy and 12 more and 6 more after that. And then the opposite of that is, oh my God, I was like so scared, and at the same time trying to maintain optimism when I was sitting in there while his surgery went on. and I kept looking up at the clock and I'm like, wow, it's been 2.5 hours. What is taking so long? And it scared me, because I'm like, what, how long is this procedure? How long am I going to, girl, I didn't even get home that night until after 11 at night. And their visitation stops at 7. They were supposed to operate on him at 4. They didn't do it till 6. It's like, seriously? I watched 2 movies, girlfriend. 2 movies all the way through from beginning to end before they finally brought him in back into his room. First movie I watched was Black Widow, because it's Avengers. It's Natasha Romanoff or whatever. The Black Widow of the Avenger movies. Yeah, everybody wants to be her. Scarlett Johansson. And it's a backstory on her and a sister that she had, and this lady that was like a mom to her, which is the same lady that was in Constantine. If you've ever seen the movie Constantine, she is the cop that has the twin sister that kills herself. So same actress. She's aged, but she still looked good though. She looked really, really pretty. She had her hair done up in a braid and had it over her head like a halo, and that's like, I know that's kind of a style of however far back this was supposed to have taken place, but it was good. And then I watched Captain Marvel again because I didn't realize that we had already seen it until I watched it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's that one, okay, with the Flurkin that looks like a cat, and then these giant tentacles shoot out of its freaking mouth, and it swallows a Tesseract. The Tesseract is the little square light ball thing that has like this super powerful cosmic energy, and they end up making, freaking weapons out of it and stuff like that. And it's a really cool series. We've seen Captain America. We've seen all the Avenger movies, I think, including the one where everybody dies and only a handful of them are left. It's really good. So anyway, I watched through 2 movies completely, and after that, weird. You want to talk about weird? I had no more than turned the TV off, okay, or turned because I was watching the movie, and the credits were rolling up, so the movie was over. So I thought, okay, let's go over, click it to the news, because it's like, well, maybe the 10 o'clock news is on or something. Maybe I could surf through the channels, see if there's anything else worth watching or whatever. But, I was trying to kill time because I didn't know how much longer I was going to be there. I can't believe they let me stay as long as they did. And I don't even know if they know he's a vet yet. If they find out he's a veteran, whoa. Girl, he's getting treated like royalty up there. I mean, to a point. They come in, they check his vitals off, and, that's a standard thing. Well, at least it is here. I saw the place that got burned up somewhere there in England recently. I was like, oh my God. I don't remember the name of the place, but it was on the news. And I was like, no. And I immediately thought of you. And I remember as I was watching the scene, I was like, oh, I wonder if she knows what store that is. But I don't even remember the names of the stores that they showed as some of the backdrop. And then the building that, I don't know, caught fire. Somebody caught it on fire or something. So, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, they didn't bring him in until almost 11 o'clock. And then I sat with him for a handful of minutes, and he's like, dear, he's like, go ahead and go home. He said, I know you're tired. I said, yeah, I am. Now, remember, I can keep myself going to a point. When I'm in a situation like that, I can draw on energy around me to keep me sustained, to keep me awake and keep me alert and focused and all that fun stuff. And the time just kept dragging and dragging and dragging. And I was like, oh my God, are they going to have him there till 3 a.m? Because I really don't want to be out driving at 3 a.m. Because that's, for me, even that's too tired. That would be way too tired. Because I went up there, I think it was sometime after 2, but, from 2 something till 11 that night, it was like, I was up there like roughly about 8 hours with him the day of his surgery. And I'm guessing, I think that was Thursday, because when he wanted me to come yesterday to visit, I said, babe, I need a day off, because this is a lot to process. This is a lot to wrap your brain around. We've had a death in the family, it kind of throws you off majorly for like different things. And that's why I just try to focus on, getting as much done as I can around here, so that when Chris comes home, not that he'll notice, but at least I'll have the satisfaction of knowing I did it, and it would be nice to get some recognition and some acknowledgement from him that, hey, babe, good job. You've really been working hard on this. I don't ever get anything like that with him. And it would just be nice, I guess, if he would notice more. And when I do something and stop putting it in so much a negative context as a positive one, a supportive one, where, he can tell me, hey, good job, keep it up, You're staying active. You're being productive. You're getting some stuff done. I know you're trying really hard, and, thank you. Like, thank me for that I am trying so hard. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of this stuff. I absolutely have to get my rent in today to John. So while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to go ahead and run that down real quick, because usually I think Chris just puts it in an envelope and he puts apartment H rent and then slip it under John's door. And, Joe will get it, because even though John, I guess, is not too happy with collecting the rent, Joe has pretty much said, you have to do it, man. It's part of your job. And that's really literally, that's pretty much all John does. He doesn't fix anything. I mean, Matt across the hall, he's maintenance man around here, but he's on my shit list, because he was, I'm sure you remember us talking about, he was trying to take Bella away from us. He was lying and saying that Bella was a stray, and he was looking for a home for him. And he knew full well that Bella was our cat, because we've told him more than once. Okay. The man constantly disrupts Maria's sleep in the middle of the night, 9 o'clock at night and later, our time. And because it sounds like he's vacuuming a floor that doesn't have any carpet, like he's, cleaning house while people are trying to sleep. And it's like, I'm sorry, Matt, if you're having trouble sleeping, but why does it give you the right to keep everybody else in the building awake and robbing us of our sleep? We haven't done anything to you. Why do you keep doing it to us? Why do you keep doing it to Maria? I normally don't hear the shit because I have earplugs in my ears. So let me go get this rent, this money order, bring it in here, fill it out, put my name on it and all that happy horse hockey. Put it in an envelope if we even have any more. And if we do, I don't know where they are. I don't think we have any. This is the money order for the rent. Now I need to find a hard surface to write on. Well, I suppose I can use my laptop. I don't think it's even plugged in right now. I still haven't been able to use my Chromebook, so it still won't work with the blue mouse. Joe Conte. Payment for rent. Purchaser's address. Where's that one? I think I'm supposed to sign it. I think I'm supposed to sign it. I haven't signed one of these or filled one of these out in so long. Joe Conte rent, my signature, or that's supposed to be my address. I'll just put apartment H, because John knows that it's us. I can always write on the back just to make sure. I just wrote on the back of it, and the line that the person signs to get it cashed they can still sign their name, no problem. So I hope this isn't going to mess this money order up, because I can't get another one. So I hope I did it right. I hope it's okay for me to write what I did on the back, but I wanted to make sure that I did get the address on here, because I don't trust John, to be honest. and we have no envelopes. So I guess I'm just going to have to go down and slip it under his door and hope that I'm able to get it under there. So I'll be back. I'll leave the live stream running. Let me know if any ghosties make an appearance on the screen. Get your guys' box here in a little bit. Today's gonna be a busy ass day. Shocking. I don't believe it. John actually answered the door. It's like, yay, thank you. Because I tried to slip it under his door, but I was having trouble. And I know I probably wasn't gone long enough for any ghosties to show up. But ghosties, you're welcome to manifest on the screen if you like. Right now I do have incense burning. So if you see the smoke, that's from the incense. So rent done, check, because the 5th of each month is is my absolute due date for the rent, because when I signed on here 15 years ago, even back then, it was on the 5th of May. I moved in May 5th of 2007. I know that for absolute certainty. But yeah, thank you, Goddess, that and God, that John actually answered the door, because he usually doesn't. And I did try to slip it under his door, but I couldn't get it up under there. And I didn't want somebody else in the building being able to get a hold of my money order, because they could very easily like do something to it and get it cash. And then there goes my rent money. And I didn't put down what the month was for, because that was March's rent that I just gave him. So, and I, of course I won't get my check again until the end of the month. And I'm sorry if you're busy, hun, and I caught you at a bad time. I wasn't trying to, but I'm glad you made it, that you was able to come on, because things have just really been that crazy. And I know, how bad Krist is feeling, because we can't even go down to North Carolina. We don't know. I'm guessing that the cremation's probably already taken place by now. I don't know, but I told Nancy, her Chris's mom, that she called me. She actually called me a little bit ago when I was live streaming. So you'll hear me talking to her on it earlier in the live stream. But I'm waiting until Marie gets home from work. I'm sure she will let me know that she's home, or, I'll hear her coming in the building, because she is kind of loud, as you have witnessed. And I think she gets loud and she doesn't realize that she is being loud, but I think it's because her hearing is going, and that's why she can't, she just can't hear very good, and her eyes aren't any better. So, that's why she gets loud, because she feels like, because if she don't get loud, I don't know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but basically she gets loud, she'll jiggle her keys around. She can't go down and bother Harold anymore because Harold doesn't live here anymore. I don't know if they've got the other place down there rented out yet or not, but I would think that they're probably going to go in there first and redo the entire inside of the apartment, spend a bunch of money to get it looking nice, and they'll probably put the wood paneling down as flooring like they do all the other apartments, because our apartment and Christy, which is our friend next door to us, we both have carpet, but we're the only ones in the building that have carpet. Everybody else has the wood panel flooring. And I say panel flooring because they're not actual hardwood floors. They're this, vinyl stuff that you can put down, and it looks like a wooden floor. It looks really nice. I mean, you saw it with Maria's place. That was some of the wood paneling, but things, when they get busy crazy like this, that's why I try not to set a time of how consistently I'm going to even be able to do live streams, because I honestly don't know. I just kind of go with it each time. I live stream as long as I can, but at the same time, I don't want to, not get anything else done, in the day either. But this is good. It's nice to be able to just sit down and, kind of talk to somebody, because, we're not talking on the phone is why I say that. So you have to type everything and then I have to read, and then I can verbally, answer back and all that fun stuff. But, haven't watched, The Green Witch in a while. I haven't watched The Magical Crafting in a while. I'm just that messed up with everything and all of this, and feel like I'm being slammed this way, slammed this way, slammed this way, slammed this way, and 1,000 others. A few bits to. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're still, getting stuff done. Let's see. Do I feel up to, yeah, why not? Let me get my cards over here. I think this is the right one. Yep. If I can even remember what card I left off at. Okay. I think it was aloe. Let me go back and check. Okay, so, because I did 3 each time. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I must have stopped at oak then. This is card 8 of group 1. And I'm definitely going to have my glasses for this, because otherwise it's just going to be a blur to me. I've been carrying my Prism bag when I go up to the hospital, because I take everything out of it. I only put the bare essentials in it that I need. So it keeps it nice and lightweight. And that way, if I make any purchases while I'm there. Okay, glasses, where are you at? Then I've got a way to bring them home. I try to get small stuff, like there's this pair of earrings, Tree of Life earrings, that are $10 in one of the smaller gift shops where he's at. And I say smaller because there's a couple different ones on a couple different floors apparently. And the main one you go right by when you are going to the elevators that you need to take to get up to the floor that Krist is on. After you walk a decently, few minutes just to get to the elevators. And then there's the gift shop. So, okay. So I do 3 each time. Let me do this again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's got to be oak, because this is how messed up I am. I don't even recall really, but hopefully this is correct. Oak. Oak trees with their unique fruits called acorns are a favorite source of food for many species of wildlife. Mankind, on the other hand, admires the stately tree for its strength and beauty and wide girth of branches. But having discovered its astringent healing qualities, man also benefits from its many medicinal virtues. Wow, I didn't know oak had that many. Apparently it does. Plant facts. Oak trees have alternate and distinctive simple leaves, and all trees exhibit acorns, peculiar only to the oak. Many northern species have a tendency to retain their dead leaves for some time. Their bark has a tannic scent and a slightly bitter and astringent taste. Astringent promotes healing of wounds, of course. Origin. Several species of oaks grow in parts of Europe and in many regions across North America. They often grow in damp mixed woods. Parts used. It is primarily the bark, peeled from young twigs and shoots, that is used for medicinal purposes. The valuable tannic acids, complex substances used medicinally as well as in the tanning process, are concentrated in the bark. Young shoots are believed to have a better quality of tannins than the older bark that is found around the trunk. Components. The oak's main components are the anti-itch, mildly antiseptic, and very astringent tannins, particularly catechin, whatever that is. In addition, oak contains sugar, pectins, starch, and protein. Indications. Baths and compresses are often used for skin rashes, eczema, and wounds because oak bark is astringent and anti-inflammatory. As a rinse, oak helps with inflammations of the gums or the mucous membranes of the mouth. A tea made of oak bark also strengthens the intestines and is useful in fighting diarrhea. I didn't know that. Take care. Any preparations containing tannins may cause brownish discolorations to appear on your skin. These will fade away quickly, however, when topical use is discontinued. Never use oak extract in the eyes because of its drying effect on the eye mucosa. Methods of administration. Tea. To combat diarrhea, add 1 teaspoon of finely chopped or powdered bark to about 1 cup of cold water and boil. Steep for 15 minutes, strain. Drink 1 cup of tea up to 3 times a day. Bath additives. For sitz baths and foot baths, pour about 1 gallon of cold water over 1 cup of cut oak bark. Boil gently for 15 to 20 minutes. Strain and add to bath water. Bathe for 15 to 20 minutes, 1 or 2 times a day. Compresses. To treat rashes, apply a cloth soaked in oak bark tea several times a day. Rinse or gargle. For inflammations of the gums, mouth, and throat, boil 2 teaspoons of oak bark in 2 cups of water for about 20 minutes and then strain. Gargle several times daily with the solution. Caution. Do not use if pregnant or nursing. Do not give to small children without a doctor's supervision. Oak bark is not for extended use. Do not take for more than 3 to 4 days. Nettles. The nettle, also known as the stinging nettle, is useful as both a medicinal plant and a food. However, because the leaves are covered in stinging hairs, the plant is often misidentified as a weed. Its special properties include the ability to protect against disease and bad luck, as well as to repel pests. And I hate those prickly things, but hey, if they get rid of pests and stuff, that's a good thing. Plant facts. The perennial nettle plant has a green pungent aroma and a slightly bitter taste. It can grow to a height of 5 feet. The fresh leaves and stems of the plant are covered with hairs that contain formic acid, which causes a burning sensation to the skin when touched. Occurrence. The nettle is found in moderate climate zones throughout the world. It grows along paths, on roadsides, in pastures, in clear-cut areas, and on the banks of rivers and streams. A diuretic for bladder and kidney problems and for rheumatism. Plant parts used. The leaves and shoots of the nettle plant are used medicinally, while in folk medicine, the seeds and roots are also used. Components: the leaves contain diuretic flavonoids, silicate, and histamine-like substances. The formic acid in the plant hairs promotes good circulation. The roots contain tannins, while the seeds are rich in the mineral iron, vitamin C and B, and carotenoids, which may help fight cancer by neutralizing free radicals. Interesting. Indications: the medicinal effects of nettle are as diverse as the places where it grows. It strengthens the immune system and is helpful for rheumatism, gout and gallbladder, and liver pain. Nettle tea treatments increase urination and help relieve prostate complaints. A spring treatment with nettle juice or nettle tea is revitalizing. It will nourish the blood and chase away the fatigue and restlessness typical of the season. Extra tip: nettle preparations are also recommended for alleviating enlarged prostate pain. However, don't ignore medical checkups. Nettle relieves pain but does not treat the actual disorder. Tea from leaves. For a diuretic and whole body tonic and to build the blood, infuse 2 teaspoons of chopped leaves and about 1 cup of boiling water for 15 to 20 minutes and strain. Drink 1 cup of the tea several times a day for 3 to 5 weeks. Tea from roots. To treat mild prostate symptoms, stir 1 teaspoon of pulverized root into cold water, heat, and simmer for approximately 10 minutes. Steep for 10 minutes more and strain. Nettle seed wine. For a strengthener, crush about 2 ounces of ripe nettle seeds in a mortar and pestle and cover with 3 cups of white wine. Shake the mixture occasionally, strain after about 3 weeks, and add about 4 ounces of honey. Seal and store in a cool place. Drink 3 tablespoons 1 to 3 times a day. Interesting. And that's all of the, wait, here's another one. Decoction. As a treatment for dandruff, boil together approximately 2 cups of wine vinegar with 4 cups of water and about a half a pound of chopped nettle root for 30 minutes. Massage the decoction into the scalp, then rinse. Interesting. And the last card of the day, valerian. Valerian. Valerian is one of the best known herbs for promoting a good night's sleep and easing nervous tension. Its sedative effects were first recognized in the 17th century, and since then it has enjoyed a long history of safe and effective use. Its Latin name, Valeriana, means well-being. In popular lore, it is known as cat's weed or moon root. Well, that's interesting. Got to get me a drink. My throat's kind of dry. Plant facts. Valerian belongs to the Umbelliferous, whatever that is, family of plants. Growing up to 5 feet tall, this graceful perennial emits a spicy aroma and tastes slightly bitter. Remedies are often made from its cylindrical rootstocks, which spread via underground runners. A remedy for insomnia, anxiety, and restlessness. Origin: valerian is native to Europe and the parts of Asia that have a moderate climate. It prefers moist soil, swampy meadows in particular, but it also grows on the plains and in the mountains, even at altitudes above 6,000 feet. And now that's a strong plant. Parts used: the rootstock, rhizome of the healing plant is used in natural medicine. It is used fresh or dried, which is done at temperatures above 104 degrees. Components: the root of the valerian plant contains various active medicinal agents. Approximately 5% valproiate, the calming substance, 1.5% essential oil from Borneo camphor, formic and acetic acids, mucilage, and tannins. Indications: A popular natural tranquilizer, valerian is an excellent remedy for all forms of nervousness. It helps to alleviate anxiety, it promotes sound sleep, and its calming effects benefit those suffering from exhaustion or mental burnout as well. The herb also appears to have anti-convulsive properties. However, some people cannot digest valerian properly and may get headaches or feel nervous when using it. In these instances, another herb should be used. Extra tip: to use valerian in a medicinal preparation, first crush the dried root in a mortar. It will have an unpleasant smell. A scant teaspoon of the powder is sufficient to make a cup of tea. Valerian tea: pour 1 cup of boiling water over 1 teaspoon of dried valerian. Allow to steep for 5 minutes. Add linden leaves or hops to enhance the calming effect. Tablets: valerian comes in tablets and capsules. Take 1 or 2 capsules or tablets, 200 milligrams each, up to 3 times a day. Drops: take 30 drops or up to 2 teaspoons of liquid valerian in a glass of lukewarm water. Repeat up to 3 times a day. Valerian bath sachets: place 3.5 ounces of dried valerian root pieces in a small cotton bag. Let the bag soak in the bathtub. This herb bath is ideal for calming nervous or agitated children. Valerian soak: soak 3.5 ounces of dried valerian root pieces in 1 quart of water for 10 to 12 hours. Decant the liquid and use it in your bath. For an even quicker solution, try one of the ready-made bath products that contain valerian and other herbs. So that's pretty good, and that's your herbal education for the day. I hope you enjoyed that. It's nice. It really is. It's nice to read through these again because these have been just sitting on my shelf for years. And I guess I got discouraged about using them because I was upset because I couldn't get the whole entire set. This is not a complete set. Oh, there's still cards that are missing. And those cards I probably will not be able to get ever again. Now, on Amazon, I did find somebody had a picture of this, the front of this, and made it look like that's what you're getting. But then when the stuff comes, it's not that at all. It's nothing like that. It's just somebody scamming you out of your money. So how do you tell the scammers from the genuines? I honestly don't know. I wish I did. But this time, to keep my place marked so I don't have to constantly go, where did I leave off? And end up saying the same card too many times. I'll do it this way. I will put a Post-it on the page, the root, the flower or whatever, which is eucalyptus, that I left off at. Okay, I think I'm about ready to put this Coke or this pop up in milk in some other container and then put it in the fridge and get me some pop. Because there's still a good few drinks in here. So I'll be right back. Let me go do that. I think I'll just use another container. I'll just use another container. I haven't used my rainbow one in a while. I'll use that one, especially now that I've cleaned it. I hope it don't smell as bad. Hang on, Brooke. I'm just getting me a Coke here. But I got to get me a container to put it in. I think I decided to go with my rainbow one. Which, when it sits there with just bits of water in it, I like to rinse it out again. In case any bacteria is formed or anything, which Hopefully it doesn't. I'm getting me some ice. So hang on. I'll bring it in here, but I just got to remember to refill it and put it back in the freezer because these ice cubes are one of the few that actually fit in this bottle. So I had to wash this thing recently because I noticed that the pop started tasting funny. And I'm like, why does that pop? Ew. You know, what is happening with my pop here? And with this particular bottle, I can fit the whole tray. Just knocking off the ice bits. So yeah, I did grocery shopping yesterday. I carried all the groceries up myself. Carried them in the house. Went to the UPS store to get our package because Chris wanted me to come up and visit, and the day that he wanted me to come up and visit was the day that the package was supposed to be delivered, and we already knew, he knew it was going to be delivered by UPS, and it's by our, what we call a normal driver that he knows us. He's been the same driver for us for, the whole entire 15 years that we've been here so far. And I'm going to check that because I don't want to overfill it here and then have a bunch of it leak out all over the table, and then I have to clean the table again. Because I only fill it up to a certain point and then I stop. Anyway. So yeah, I need to be more careful about keeping these clean because when the pop starts tasting funny, that's usually a pretty good indication that you need to clean this thing. You haven't cleaned it in a while, but yeah, since Krist ain't here, I can leave the waffle maker out or the waffle toaster oven thing. I can leave stuff sit out that I normally don't let sit out when he's here. Like I said, it feels like my apartment again. And not that I'm trying to disclude him or uninclude him or anything. It's just nice to have my apartment to myself again. I just wish it was under better and happier circumstances, not these. With Chris being in the hospital and everything, and just the most recent explosive that's happened that I'm just trying to get through each day, So I did a lot yesterday. I've still got to, do some stuff today. I've got to clean the cat box again. I've been trying to check their food bowls, and when they start getting down to where you can see the bottom of the bowl, then I refill them. Because again, we got 4 cats eating from 2 bowls. And if I put down more bowls, which to me makes perfect sense, Chris is just going to complain about it and say that, oh, okay, more food for the roaches. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I can keep filling up the bowls throughout the day, but it's no different than if I had 4 bowls down and I could keep all 4 of them filled, because at least Maria, she's only got 3 cats and she keeps down 3 separate things of food. 2 the little dishes we gave her, another dish that somebody gave her. She has 3 different water sources. She has a bowl of water that she keeps next to the bowl of food in the living room. You know that because you stayed there for 12 days. And then the other one is a dual. It's got 2 chambers. The green one that she would put water in, that's in there by her fridge. And it's the cat food. The 2 cat food bowls are right there next to the water. So they've got plenty of water and food. Here, though, if I don't do it the way Krist thinks it should be done, the way Krist likes it to be done, the way Krist wants it to be done, then, it don't get done. And I just wish that he would truly show some appreciation for the fact that I am doing so much, that I'm not sitting around on my duff all day doing nothing. When it's a running day, I get out there, I get the running done. When it's a chill day, like I'm trying to make today be, this is my chill time, because when it comes time to go visit him, we're probably going to be up there for a couple of hours. I don't know, I might stay as little as an hour, because the sooner we get back here, the sooner we can, get started on this living room, because I'm going to have Maria help me, because it'll get done a lot quicker. Krist won't be here, and, like, not that it would be a bad thing if he was here, but the place is more, it's hard to describe. The energy's different here when he's not here. Like, his energy tends to be very repressive, as I've mentioned many times before. And I don't know if he realizes it, that the energy is different here when he's not here as opposed to when he is. And right now it feels really good to me. Not that I'm happy that he's in the hospital, that we lost his dad, that, he's going through all these procedures and getting surgeries done and getting cut open again. And I know that he don't like that. I mean, and now he's not coming home till Monday. It's a lot. I think mom said last time I talked to her and Stephanie or something, they said that Carl was going to try to come up this Sunday. I'm really not looking forward to that, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to go over and see him. And Mom has already made it perfectly clear that he's not going to do this stay here for a week thing and then go back and, put up with the stuff down in Kentucky. And that may be a harsh way to put it, but it's the truth. I love Chelsea to bits. I really do. I love the kids, but they're unruly. They're disrespectful of Chelsea and other adult authorities. I'm gonna go use the loo. I'll be back in a few. I'm coming, Brooke. Man, I swear, I just frickin' got rid of a couple of pounds in there. Didn't think I was ever gonna stop so I could get back out here to the live stream. And yes, I'm brushing my hair because I can already tell how tangled it is. Because I haven't been brushing it enough. It's tangled way too easily. And by the time I get done, there's such a gob of hair that comes out. It's like, gee, many Christmas. It's like I'm brushing half the hair out of my head. I just hope it's not something in my system that's causing so much to come out. Because I mean, you'll see the amount that I'm about to pull out of this brush once I get all the tangles out. And it's down past my shoulders again. So I may have to cut it short again. Okay, I don't know if you can see how much, but watch how big this gob of hair is that I just brushed out of my head. That's a lot of hair right there. And that's just from going through my hair once. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's a big gob of hair. So part of me is going, wait a minute, this is not normal, is it? Because I've never brushed out this much hair at one time. But my hair is just so doggone thick and so long, and the longer it is, the more a pain in the arsemamy it is to take care of. I know it doesn't look as flattering or attractive when I do my hair up like this, but I don't care. I've got to get my hair off my neck because it's getting a wee bit warm. There, now I got me a nice little knot sticking up. Oh boy, I'll tell you. Anyway, so I got my cards done. I'm glad I got those done. Oh, that's more gooder. And I think it's well earned because I really have been busting my butt around here to, keep things up and keep things clean and, this is my time to shine, as it were. I think that's so cute because it literally does look like a little knot there, doesn't it? Like I did some big complicated thing. Oh, do you like my hair? Yeah, it's a new style. I'm trying. But the thing about the dugout too is when you open the chamber to get your little cigarette thing out, I always put my finger over the chamber as I'm opening it, because otherwise this thing, the first time I opened it when I got it home, before I put my pagan mix in it, this thing literally, when I opened it up, it shot completely out of the thing and landed on the floor. And I'm like, what the fudge? How is that possible? But then as I was dumping it, I didn't have anything in the other chamber. So I was turned it upside down or something, and this little spring came out. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Then I put the spring in the wrong way. Almost didn't get the thing out the next time I went to get it out. I'm like, oh boy. So it's been a while since I've had a dugout. So it's going to take some getting used to again. Because the last one I had, one of my kids in Marysville made it for me. Literally made it for me out of wood in a wood shop at school. Okay. So his name was Mike Jesse, and he was one of my kids, from Marysville. He became an officer, and I mean, he's probably a general by now. I don't even know. But at least he did something good with his life, hopefully. At least I hope that was a positive, uplifting experience for him, and, it changed his life for the better kind of thing. But yeah, he made one for me, and I'll be danged if I didn't lose it in Marysville. And I was absolutely crushed. I was devastated because it wasn't just the fact that he made it for me, but that was all that I had to remember Mike Jesse by. And I lost it in Marysville, along with so much other stuff that I will never have again. Some stuff they don't even make anymore. And I just lost so much there. And it was a very difficult experience for me, as you well know, because I talk about it on live streams a lot. I still have the dreams every once in a while. I never know when one's going to happen. It just does. And when you see me looking off this direction, it's because I'm looking at the big screen over here, because it also has me displayed, and this is the main screen. This is the one I should focus on because that's where the camera is, but it's just habit for me to turn my head this way, and
I don't know. I can see the words bigger and better and easier too this way. So, um, but yeah, I was devastated when I lost that dugout because Mike Jesse had made it for me, and I remember us sitting around joking and laughing about it. It's like, how the hell did you get away with that? What did you tell them? I mean, did they know what you were making? And he's like, no. Oh no, it wasn't a dugout. My bad. It was pipe. It was a pipe. Because who was it? Somebody just came through and told me it was a pipe. Who was that? Hope it's not somebody that died that I don't know about because I'd probably be devastated because it was one of my kids. But anyway, it was a pipe. He had made me, I think it was only one, maybe two, but I think it was only one, and it was made of wood. And again, I'm like, how did you get away with that, Mike? How did they not question what you were making and what you were making? Why? Why were you making it? Oh, I'm going to make it because I'm going to go, smoke some pagan mix with my surrogate mom. Why? Which I feel like I was kind of like a surrogate mom to them. But I mean, it was so cool too, though, because the parents of these kids literally wrote permission notes. I'm not kidding. In their own handwriting, they wrote permission notes. My child has permission to be here. I know Mrs. Feinstein. She is not a bad person. I know my child is safe with her. They come over here because they're trying to help her keep her in food and liquid, and stuff. I mean, they didn't say all that, but basically, my child has a right to be here. And the cops hated that. And some of my kids even said, I can call her on the phone right now, or if you need me to verify. And oh, they hated us for it because the cops there, they are not good. They are not nice people. At least back then, the two female dogs that was coming over and insulting me and cutting me down and saying crap like, Mrs. Feinstein, why do you have you're 35 years old. Why do you have a bunch of juvenile delinquents hanging around in your place where you don't have any utilities on? How are they going to the bathroom? And so on and so on. They were just female dogs all over the place. They were like female dogs from HE double toothpicks, okay? These women were really, really nasty, and there was no reason for it because we weren't doing anything wrong. Did the kids get rowdy sometimes? Yes. But when they did, I would just simply tell them, guys, you need to calm it down. We need to calm things down. You need to get quiet. You need to chill, because otherwise they're going to have the cops over here again. And if they come over here again, then they're probably going to, even though you guys have permission slips to be here, they're just going to keep giving us crap. They're going to keep giving us, a hard time. And I really don't want to go through it. And I certainly don't want to put any of you through it. And I don't want to upset any of your parents because of the actions of a couple of jerks from the police department in Union County. And, but my kids, even after all the insults and everything the cops gave me, my kids stuck with me. They stood by me. They would bring me pop. They would bring me canned foods. So, I mean, I was literally eating out of cans, and had a handheld can opener, and that's how I would get them open. And my kids would come over every day after school, and they would sit there with me and keep me company and keep me sane. And all we would do was just hang out, play video games, watch movies, just be silly and, have a good time. It was no different than having a sleepover. The only difference was Michael wasn't there anymore, because by then he had already been taken into, he was still with Corey. He was still under her parentage. But look what Corey ended up. I mean, I'll just be glad. Let me say this. I'll just be glad when Rupert turns 18, and I hope that he does ask if he can come and live with us. We will find somewhere to put him. Even if it means letting him stay in Maria's room until we can make other arrangements. Because Maria, she don't sleep in her room. You know that. She don't sleep on that beautiful bed. And I mean, what was the bed like, by the way? Because I've never slept on it. But you got to sleep on it for 12 nights. Was it like a really nice mattress? It seemed like it was a really nice one. And as much as she paid for it, probably, I imagine it was. She's got it back at the diagonal in the corner thing that she likes to do. I don't know why. Probably just to change the look of it and, kind of how I like to rearrange the furniture in the living room every now and again. But where everything is sitting right now, there ain't going to be no rearranging. There ain't going to be the TV's going to be over here by the window and everything on this side is going to be on that side. That is not happening because the cats would hate us and we wouldn't be able to look out our window anymore to watch for UPS trucks when packages come and so on. But yeah, there's a lot going on and I'm just trying to get myself through it one day at a time, because that's all we can really truly do is one day at a time, Janet, one day at a time. Just get through the day, get through the day. Keep as positive as humanly possible, which, that's easier said than done because having all this thrown at you at once is definitely not a fun experience. So I'm a mess, and I know I am, but I'm having a pajama day today, and if I'm just, I was just thinking of like the mystery people that come on that don't like me to know for whatever reason that it's them in particular watching the live stream. If they don't like seeing me in my pajamas, sitting around, then they don't need to watch. That's just my opinion. I know my subs love me. I know you are among them, and I know when Holly would come on, at least she would talk. She would say stuff. I mean, it would be a few minutes before she finally her symbol registered on the screen. And if you're busy and you really can't answer a whole lot, that's okay. Again, I didn't mean to do it this late. Well, it's not late for me. It's like only 1:45, but I know it's like probably going on 5 there or something. Yeah, about 5 or 6 in the evening. So it's not even early afternoon yet, and I'm trying to listen for Maria. And when she gets here, then I'm probably not gonna wait around too awful long. Give her a chance to change clothes if she wants, change out of her uniform so she don't have to wear it up there. I mean, I'll leave it totally up to her. But when she is home and I do in fact hear her, and most likely she'll come up and knock on the door, or she'll call me and say I'm home, and then I'll know, okay, well, let me get dressed. Go ahead and get dressed yourself unless you're okay with leaving your uniform on. I just thought you might want to, put on your street clothes, your day clothes, your I'm not working clothes, to go up to see Krist, because you've been wearing your uniform all day. And me, I certainly would want to change at least that before I went to visit anybody, because that way, there could be chemicals or something on the clothing from some of the cleaning that she did that it could affect somebody in the hospital. You never know. I mean, with all the sensitivities and all the allergens flying around, especially in the air, it's hard to not catch something and I've been real good. I've been trying to keep my mask on, when people are around. But like when I was sitting in Chris's room in the MedX Center by myself for 4 hours, you might as well say, killing time and whatnot. I mean, it was just me in there sitting in the recliner, and I was watching the 2 movies that I ended up watching. And then after those 2 movies, I was like, okay, he should be coming, out of recovery by now. And then they should be wheeling him back in here in any minute. And yeah, within a handful of minutes, or so, they finally, one of the nurses did come in, and it was so sweet of them to do this, but they actually knock on the door each time. Even though they knew it was just me sitting in there, they're nice enough. They knock on the door, and I'm like, hey, come on in. It's just me sitting here. I'm just sitting here watching a movie. And then they would come in and give me updates. Okay, well, he's in recovery now, but they're about to bring him back to his room, blah, 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 yada, yada. You can sit with him for a minute, but then you'll have to go because visitation ends at 7. And it was like I said, the last clock I looked at before I left that facility was 5 to 11 at night. So I had to drive home at night. And you know how challenging that can be for me. I had my amber sunglasses for that purpose, but I was like, you know what? I don't need my ambers. I'm fine. And I was, because I mean, that late at night, who's going to be out? Even students have gone in. I mean, yeah, they might be at a party or something, but most stuff is going to be done indoors right now still until, you know, the weather finally does break and, you know, we end up actually getting some nice springy, summery kind of weather, which I don't expect to happen really until May. But then a couple days ago, like I said, yesterday even, it was so nice out. I ended up taking off my heavy coat that Chris got me, was getting my stuff done in just my hoodie and the shirt that I had underneath. You know, and I was fine. I was not cold at all. It was decently nice. And that, to me, that's kind of a tease though, because it's like you want more of that kind of weather, because with all this bad stuff that's going on, that's transpiring right now, um, I'm inside a lot. So I cannot afford to spend a lot of time just sitting around and doing nothing. So I'm being productive. I'm keeping stuff up. I told Chris that I was keeping stuff up. I told him he can always call me back if he just needs to talk to me, because he wants to come home. You know, he wanted to come home 4 days ago. And it's like they're I feel like they're just really going overboard and, you know, keeping him in there way, way, way longer than necessary. And what about this tube in his chest thing? Is that something that's going to be fucking permanent? I mean, is he going to have to bring that shit home and, you know, keep himself on that for the rest of his life? Is that what you're telling me? Because I thought the surgery was supposed to do all this great stuff, you know, and especially because you made him wait as long as you did. You made both of us wait, because every second that ticked by, Chris was looking out the door. He was standing there, any word, any word. There was some of the people working the floor that were trying. They really were trying. I messaged them 3 times already. I'll keep messaging until I get an answer. And you know, we appreciate all of that, because they did it with poise. They did it with decency. They did it with courtesy. They didn't, you know, get off my fucking back kind of attitude. They didn't have a bad attitude. They were very helpful and everything like that. And I don't know if they know that he's a veteran or not. And I mean, on the one hand, I'm glad that they're taking this extra time to make sure that he's okay, so that there won't be any episodes if they let him come home Monday. But I'm all for the time apart, but keeping him away this long is like, I don't want this 1 week turn into two turn into 4. You know, it's like, when are you going to let my husband come home? Because this is beyond ridiculous here. For God's sake, let the man come home. We've got responsibilities. We've got bills that need to be paid. I don't know how we're going to come up with $81 to get a sticker for the license plate on the back of our car. So it's a risk every time we drive. No matter if it's me behind the wheel or Chris, that sticker is not current. And I don't have an extra $100 laying around, or I'd use it in a minute, because it expired on my birthday. And this is what, almost 2 months now has passed. Like on the 9th will be 2 months. I'm like, oh crap. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to do it. I keep asking the God and Goddess to bless us with this extra money. I may have to even break down and say, Maria, I hate to ask, but could I have $100 so I can take 81 of it and go get my sticker for my car? Because it's not worth the stress that it tends to cause. Me, for the most part, I don't think about it. I don't give it any power by like overly focusing on it or anything. But you know, it's like, this is just getting ridiculous that they're keeping him this long. And he is one of the few people, like my mom, that does not like hospitals, and therefore every day that they have to be forced to stay in one, they are not happy. And now, since they're not letting him go till Monday, I half expect that, you know, maybe it's a good idea to take him up an extra pair of underwear today, because, before he even thinks to ask, because at least I can keep the man in clean underwear. If I have to hand wash some of them myself, I will. But I don't even have it. I haven't even had a chance to get out and get the any quarters from the bank to do the fucking laundry. And we've already got, like, both bags are almost full to the hilt. Krist is running out of underwear. I'm running out of things. We need to get laundry done, but all I have right now at my disposal is that $18 and something on my card for the laundromat. And that may just have to be what I end up having to do, because I don't need the stress. I mean, granted, I do have an account at PNC, so it would be nothing for me to go in there, go through the drive-through, and get a roll of quarters. I'm sure they would have no problem with that. I would have to be taking that money out of my savings, most likely. But I tend to like to have 2 rolls of quarters, at least 2, which is $20, because even if there's some left over, I would rather have more than enough than not enough. And then I'm scrambling to see if I have enough quarters in my own change purse, in my wallet, of my very quickly dwindling money. I mean, I'm down to like a handful of ones again, because I've been having to spend so much up there. I use my card where I can. I use my cash when I can. Me and Maria sometime next week, probably. I'm hoping we can do it by Wednesday. We're going to do a Reiki session that's going to be an hour long. We're both really looking forward to it. She gave me the $200 to hold on to, because that's how much it's going to cost for an hour, because he's going to work on each of us for a whole hour. So one of us will have to wait while the other one's getting Reiki'd. And then after that Reiki session, then the other person can get theirs, and so on and so on. Unless they happen to have 2 people there that day that both do Reiki, then they can do us both at the same time, and neither one of us has to wait. And it'll give us a chance to see their new location. Yes, they have a new location. They did get moved into a bigger facility. It's a house somewhere really close to where they already are. So the next time I call one of them on the phone, I will ask them, could you please give me the address to the new location where you do all the Reiki stuff now, so I know where I'm going, and I don't get down there and get myself all turned around and go the wrong way or something. But there's just, like on the surface, yeah, I mean, I look like I'm fine, but inside, as optimistic as I'm trying to be, I even feel like guilty, because I've hardly shed any tears about Krista's dad, because he was a Capricorn like me and Alicia, and all the time that we were hoping we would be able to have with him, we only had the one time. And now it's just going to be a matter of them having enough decency to make sure that we get some of his ashes, because I'm sure Chris would like that. Even if they give us both our own little small urn, that's filled with his ashes, so that way we can put it in a nice, sacred place in our home. Which, Dad, I hate to say this, I don't know what your religious beliefs were in life, but I'm a witch. You got to get used to it. Most likely, I'm going to keep yours over on the altar. However, because of the cats and everything, I may end up putting it somewhere else that I feel is more secure, more safe. We can still display it proudly, and to show people that we do care, that this is our way of having you with us still, now that your earthly body is gone. It's a lot. And so yeah, there's periods where I cry, and then there's periods where I can choke it down and be okay. But let's see, I've almost been on here 3 hours. Let's do at least a daily goddess card, and then I got to plug my phone in because it's getting low, and I want to play my game a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh, I know. Goddess deck. Here we go. This is from my goddess deck on my phone. And I'll do my daily card first, and then I'll do one for you. Okay, this is how I do this particular one. I think in my head, but usually I say it out loud. Um, what card has a message for me today from this deck? And for me, we have Aphrodite. Alrighty then. Goddess of love and desire. Your radiance and beauty shine, and all matters of the heart are blessed at this time. If you seek a new lover, then an admirer will come forward. If you are in an existing relationship, you can expect the heat of passion and romance to flourish. This is a good time to pamper yourself, to reawaken your sensuality, and to embrace the lover within yourself. Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of love and beauty, of sexuality and desire. Her name means born of the sea foam. Aphrodite's husband, Hephaestus, was clever and a skilled craftsman. He made beautiful golden jewelry for Aphrodite, which she adored. He also made her a magical girdle, which would make her even more irresistible to men. Working with Aphrodite can be very helpful for women who wish to be beautiful, seductive, and empowered. Perhaps you have low self esteem, yes, or think that you are not attractive enough to be deserving of love. Connecting with Aphrodite can help you to overcome those inhibitions and to restore your faith in your own attractiveness. Yes, please. Rediscover the lover within yourself and have the confidence to love, to flirt, and to have fun again. Okay, so that was my card. And I'll go ahead and save it. Okay, next up is for you. So, what message does this deck have? One card message for today for my beautiful daughter, Brooke Sutton, who's on with me here. Your card is Purify. Sacred Flame. You can now use the power of the sacred flame to transform yourself and become who you wish to be. The magical element of fire brings light and heat, enabling life, but it can also spell danger if it burns out of control. Fire is always to be respected, as the transformation that it brings is irreversible. The element of fire gives us the strength to achieve our goals, to live our dreams, as well as the power to burn away that which we no longer require in our lives. Write that which you wish to release from your life onto a piece of paper, and as you state your intention aloud, light it with a candle. Place the burning paper into a cauldron or heat resistant container, such as a saucepan. When it is burnt, then write your desires onto another piece of paper, and as you state your intentions, as you state your intentions aloud, light it from the candle and place it in the cauldron. Place the ashes in the earth and bury them in the garden or in a plant pot. Utilize the power of the sacred flame to purify your body, your energy, your feelings, and your focus. So I think that's a very fitting one for you right now, sweetie. I hope it helps. And yes, I will save it. Um, um, so that way, if you need me to say it on a future live stream or you want to text or something, I can do it that way too. Close this out. Okay, so there's at least that, that I was able to do. But I really don't have the energy to do much else at this point because, as you know, I'm like pretty close to being burnt out already. And as the hours tick by and the minutes and the seconds and all that, I'm like, on the one hand, I hope that Maria doesn't get home from work until 4 o'clock today. But on the other hand, I don't want to be driving over there to see Krist that late in the day on a weekday, because that is right dead smack into rush hour time. Um, everybody's in a hurry to get home. Everybody's in a hurry to, go party or whatever they're doing, or, chill with friends. I mean, any number of things. Um, but I hope this live stream was okay at least. Didn't do a whole lot, but I just I've got a lot on my mind, and I'm hoping to have another productive day today, and talk it over with Maria when she gets here, see if she wants to go now or if she wants to wait a couple of hours and we can spend that time getting these 2 sections of living room done that I would at least like to get done today, even if I don't get anything else done after that. So I love you, which is blessing. This is I love you in sign language. Me and Alicia used to do it to each other all the time when she was little, but we don't do it anymore. Thanks for staying with me as long as you did. Mwah, 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 to you and the boys. And I love you. Blessed be. And I hope you all have a good day. Bye for now, hun.